too good. I mean, I done seen some rooms where I'm like, yo, this some pink puffy bullshit. I mean, Hello Kitty posters and
I'm seated here with Clark County, who says that their forces are going to take down Bertram at any moment.
Thank you, Nancy. Yes, we sat down with Bertram earlier today and we made a deal. We tried to talk with Mr. Conley and warrant with him one-on-one as the representative of Big Red Penis Island and the army of Big Red. We tried to negotiate and save as many goat lives as we can, and Mr. Conley refused.
Clark, and what do you think about the recent statements that the
You remind me a lot of a woman named Candy Southers from another universe, Nancy.
Well, maybe I am. Anyway, Clark, what do you think about... God, I quit. I'm done.
Can we get a different reporter in here?
It's the last time I'm interviewing a warmongerer. Last time.
Oh, okay, so you're gonna turn it into me. I'm the one making you nervous, you little fucking what?
Well, what I'm trying to say is that the Bertram administration said that you are going to take over Goat Island.
Oh, okay, yes, that is just fear tactics. You know who has taken over Goat Island? You know who put a restriction on travel from Goat Island and to Goat Island? You know who has kept Goat Island in the Stone Ages since this literal Stone Ages? That would be Dictator Conley.
Well, not quite sure what you were trying to say by that, but I was going to say the Clinton News Network.
That's all? You were just going to say Clinton News Network?
That was my answer. You didn't give me time to answer, but yeah.
Alright, well, I'm not like the Clinton News Network, if that's what you're trying to say. I am only trying to explain that Bertram is the one keeping Goat Island down. We are friends of goats. Look, this is my first Sergeant DG. We are promoting goats, and this is...
Hey, I'm on TV. I'm on TV.
This is our army water boy, Brandon. Notice he is also a goat.
I'm a little camera shop. Don't point that thing at me. Uh-huh.
Brandon, go fill up the water container.
So you have a water boy for your army?
Yes, Nancy, the boys need water, but we tried to hydrate our people.
What are you trying to prove here?
We're trying to liberate Goat Island, Nancy.
And what do you have to say about Twitter user X69FuckGoats, who says Big Red is doing nothing but destroying Goat Island?
Oh, well, listen, if everybody would just take a chill pill about the whole Big Red rhetoric, alright?
You have no evidence.
Oh my god. He's not going to destroy anything, okay? He is the victim in all of this. And you will all understand if you would just let us get into Goat Island. Once we get in power and take over the island, we will reveal all of Bertram's secrets.
Well, I'm not in charge of who gets into Goat Island. I simply work for the government-funded news network.
Oh, I know, Nancy, but I'm trying to, do the public service campaign,
Yeah, well, that's all the time we have with Clark County. Can't be trusted. Can't trust him as far as you can throw him. That's what we took home.
Oh my god. Are you really going to just let this lady say this on the TV?
Well, yeah, it's my TV show. This is just my opinion.
Oh my god, we know it's called Just My Opinion with Nancy Sachs. Okay, we get it. But that doesn't mean you can just...
Last time I'm having him on. Coming up, sassafras trees. Are they ruining the island? Find out in this special expose.
Riveting stuff.
Very little, I'm afraid. Would you like to...
We're coming to you live from Bertram's Palace here on Goat Island. You just heard some vile things being spread on the Clinton News Network by Nancy Sachs on her show Just My Opinion. Nancy Sachs technically works for the government-funded TV program Public Access here on Goat Island, but we all know that they have politicized that shit to hell. Isn't that right, Bertram?
Yes, that's absolutely correct, but actually I tend to think that they're on the right side.
Well, I mean, I guess, yeah, she was kind
It's
of...
my funding that does it.
Well, yeah, sorry,
Sorry,
Mr. Conley.
did not mean to throw you off. Please just call me Bertram.
Ah, yes, I forgot, yeah, I did get your memo, from your office that this was a humanizing interview. We're here to humanize.
Why are you scared of me?
I'm not scared, but,
Is it the two armed guards I have behind you?
I mean, they do make me a little uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie about that. Last time I had this many armed guards on me, I was interviewing President Obama. But I'll do it for you too.
President Obama's not shit. I had him in my back pocket.
And that's what we're here to learn about. Your diplomacy and how you are leading Goat Island into the future, and why you are the rightful leader.
I've been the rightful leader. I am a monarch. We know this. I'm a monarch in a socialistic place. Can't vote me out, so what are you doing?
Well, as you know, sir, a lot of people on the island are just scared because of what they're saying and how...
Says who, Twitter? Twitter? Is that where you get your information from?
Twitter does have a lot of polls, a lot of information that you can glean. You don't have to...
Would you say Twitter is science?
No,
Our
but...
lead medical expert has done science, and he says that 99% of the goats on Goat Island are happy and think the war is in our favor.
Yeah, that's actually true. Hi, lead Goat Island medical expert Dr. Xavier here. Not really sure what you're talking about, because we are actually projecting highest levels of serotonin in goat brains this world has ever seen. So I don't think the war is actually doing so bad.
Show him the graph you showed me, the one with the serotonin.
Oh, yeah, here it is. As you can see, it spiked the day that we suffered one of our biggest losses of goats that you would say would be our darkest day on Goat Island. That's the peak. That's the peak of the serotonin.
The more goats that have died on Goat Island, the happier we are. Perhaps we had a population problem to begin with. And perhaps Big Red is actually doing us a favor. But we can't have him kill everyone. So, we were going to eliminate him.
And how do you reckon on doing that?
Mechanized forces?
We have been putting up a good fight, putting in all those... we've taken out a good substantial portion of the Sex Gremlin army, but we've officially lost Goat India.
We have not lost Goat India, that's fake news.
If you're saying so, but it's kind of been pretty obvious once you pulled all the troops out the other day and you waved the white...
No, there was no white flag raised. I pulled the troops out because there is no longer a threat.
Well, what does you say about Twitter user @GridView, who says that you pulled all the white flag, and here's a video, it's got a video right here, you personally waving the white flag as you...
It's a deep fake.
Okay. You heard it here, folks. The video involving Dictator Conley is a fake. A deep fake.
Listen, can I ask you a question, Mr. Brownose?
Yes, of course.
How did you manage to avoid the draft? How old are you?
I'm 32.
That's perfect. We want all goats under 40.
Well...
Where was your draft card?
I never... once we did the lottery, I didn't know I had to keep it after that. Was I supposed to hold on to it?
Well, didn't you see my announcement last week that we're drafting all goats under 40 no matter what?
Yeah, I did see that, but then I heard that there was no more threat, right? And so there's no reason for me to be drafted into the army. I mean, you yourself just said there was no threat.
Well, there is no threat, but... So... Well... Dug myself into a hole here. There's actually a massive threat. We're under... This is terrible.
Okay.
It's going horrible. And we need all the help we can get, please. Please.
Well, I really don't know if I can serve for a leader who can't just face the facts and say what's true and what's not.
Kill him.
I mean, just a few moments.
Kill him. I don't want that ever aired on TV.
Sir?
Yeah.
Sir?
What?
We're live right now.
Well, what?
We're live. It's a live transmission.
There was a killing on live TV. Was it cut after the murder?
Well, we're actually still going right. We're actually going right.
Kill her. For fuck's sake, I should have a PR guy doing this.
So should I turn off the camera,
Yes!
I can't believe that all the fucking goats on Goat fucking Island are eating that shit up.
I know.
These people are fucking brainwashed. This is terrible.
That was so scary, guys. I didn't want to watch somebody get killed.
I watched the man die on live TV today.
I didn't like it, Brandon. I wanted to talk to my mama, but she isn't even sentient.
I thought your mama was... your mama's not sentient?
No, she's been made sentient.
How did she give birth to you if she doesn't? Can you shut that dog up? I don't know how... Can that dog shut the fuck up?
Beverly, get your dog out of here. You found a little scrappy little mutt on the side of the road from Goat India, and you think you can keep it.
He's not a scrappy little mutt. His name is Bernard.
Awfully interesting name, consider, a lot of similar to Bertram. You got Bertram on the mind?
No, not unless you want to murder my dog.
Well, no, I'm not Sister No. She's the one that murdered our animals, and here we are working with her. What a weird fucking world it is.
Well, yeah, it is, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. That wasn't the first time I had seen a death on live TV. I actually saw when that congressman turned the camera on him.
Yeah.
And blew his brains out. I watched that live.
I happened to be on Facebook Live that day the man found him someone he could kill in Cleveland.
Oh, you're kidding.
Nope, you happened
Joy
to just
Lane?
be on Facebook Live that day. Yep, it was her fault.
Say Joy Lane. You thought it was Joy Lane's fault?
He said it was.
I believed him when he said that was for Joy Lane. I thought she did it.
Yeah, I mean, if he can't have Joy Lane, nobody can have Joy Lane.
I mean, that's the way it works in my head.
Right.
I mean, that dude did have it coming to him. I mean, he should have known that guy was having a mental breakdown, and his, just Joy Lane bitch put him up to it.
And how dare he be walking home from some sort of store at that time, when this man is having a mental breakdown in the middle of the day?
Who the fuck goes to the store in broad daylight?
That's what I'm saying.
And living in a neighborhood like that, come on, you're living in the slums. What are you doing?
You'll get used to the mental image, Sister Marble and Brandon. You'll be alright, I promise.
Yeah, and Brandon and Sister Marble, I want to tell you, you're gonna be seeing a lot more murder and death.
What?
You are. I know y'all are children, but you're gonna have to start getting used to it. Look. You see that over there, that pile over there? That's our dead troops.
No, Beverly told me they were taking a nap.
Salute them, right now.
Beverly said they were napping.
Salute them.
I don't want to. I have a medical condition that makes me not be able to dig holes for thousands of dead troops, Kristen.
Nobody said you had to dig the hole for them. That's what the rest of the troops are doing. You just have to salute them.
Oh, okay, I'll salute him. What am I saluting to?
Brandon, for God's sake.
Dead troops!
We're doing it for the troops. Do you not support the troops, Brandon?
I never said that, but I don't know why I would support them. They're killing.
Oh, Brandon, you're falling for the Clinton News Network. Now they're killing
I don't
because
watch the Clinton News Network. I'm not some dumb liberal retard.
they're killing goats that support Bertram, who you know is a bad guy.
Well, I don't know. Y'all are just putting so much confusing things into my head. I don't know if y'all are good influences on me. And Sister Marble. Is that right, Sister Marble? Remember we talked about this? Well, Brandon, you said we were going to talk about this with Dr. Xavier and about successful and healthy ways to bring it up to our friends.
What are you trying to bring up exactly, Sister Marble?
Nothing, it's just that, I'm so young and impressionable, okay? I didn't used to say fuck, and now you exposed me to so much stuff that I evolved, and now I have sex!
That's our fault. That would have happened naturally.
Yeah, Sister Marble, you were kind of like, you're just maturing normally, naturally.
And if I recall correctly, Brandon is the one that initiated all of this.
Yeah, and honestly, if anybody is filling anybody's head with a bunch of nonsense, it's Brandon.
What are you talking
filling
about?
Sister Marble's head with nonsense.
How could I do any of that? I'm mentally handicapped. Remember?
Exactly, and so you're probably speaking gobbledygook and confusing her about what real words are.
You telling me schnitzel isn't a real word? 'Cause that's the only word I taught her. Ain't that right?
She told me what a schnitzel is, and this is penis.
You are depraved, Brandon.
I don't even want to think about what they are doing to each other, honestly.
Is anyone gonna tell Sister Marble that that's not what a schnitzel is?
Well, how many times is she ever going to come in contact with the real schnitzel? And I mean, isn't it like a sausage anyway?
No, I mean, I'm kind of like, Dr. Xavier kind of gave me like a human penis.
Yeah, his penis, but the piss comes out his ass, but it's all cosmetic. It looks like a human penis.
I don't know what you call it. Anyways, I don't think we should bring this up right now. I'm just ready to have some mug root beer.
Oh, I know. I wish we were back on Big Red Penis Island already with all the damn sassafras that's already grown there.
Yeah, Clark?
Yeah?
Can I ask you something?
What?
Can you come over here with me?
Yeah, sure. What is it, Brandon?
Would you call yourself Sister Marvel's dad?
I mean, like more like legal guardian, I guess.
Would you call her your daughter?
More like my charge?
Your what?
My charge?
Your charge?
Yeah, like, my ward.
Well, never mind then. I was just gonna ask for if I had your blessing to propose to her.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if you want to propose to Sister Marble, I mean...
Well, you're not her daddy!
Well, to be honest with you, Brandon, she's never mentioned a dad.
She hasn't? I only asked you because she just refers to you as her dad.
Oh. Well, that's really sweet. I had no idea.
Yeah.
She said, oh, I love Clark and he's my dad.
No, more along the lines of I see Clark as a father figure, but I don't know if I can tell him that, and sometimes I want to call him dad, but I can't. I think he'd think it was weird.
That's so sweet. I mean, now that I'm having a child, it might be weird to have two people going around calling me dad, but, we'll talk about it.
Brothers and sisters do it all the time. I don't know. I don't even know if I want to propose to her, because God's on truth, she's getting on my damn nerves.
Well, I mean, damn, Brandon, if you're not sure about it, there's no reason to rush, okay? You just, if there's anything I learned with Beverly, it's that you don't have to rush.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I mean, I kind of have to rush because I don't really want my baby to be born a bastard, little Thumbelina. But if she is born a bastard, then so be it. I mean, I don't want to rush anything.
True, I mean, it's not like Sister Marvel could even have kids anyway, dumb infertile bitch.
Well, Brandon, you're infertile too, so it's not like you can have kids either. They took that away from you a long time ago, and it's that kind of attitude and that experimentation that proves Bertram does not need to be in charge of Goat Island.
Well, I know that, dummy.
Well, then we need to figure out a way to get back to Goat Island and take it over.
Why don't we just take a plane?
A plane?
They blocked off all the rivers with, the Navy, but...
Right.
Why don't we just fly? I don't think they got an Air Force.
No, Tristan. Hey, Tristan.
What? What do you want?
Did you, happen to find any plane parts while you were searching the ocean?
Plane parts. I mean, I found the propeller.
Yeah, you got okay, so whoa, shit. If you found the propeller, but no other scraps of metal, nothing like that?
I mean, tons of scraps of metal. I don't know if it goes to a plane.
Oh, shit. Okay, tell me this. There's a propeller, scraps of metal. Were the scraps of metal green and blue?
I mean, yeah. I think.
Oh, shit. Amelia crashed with the only fucking plane we had.
I mean, we could just take the propeller and put it on the ATV. Fly that over there.
Oh, DG, would that work?
I mean, I don't see why not. We need something like some wings or something, but hell. We could always come up with the wing. Maybe we could kill 1,000 birds or something and just harvest their wings.
Oh, I mean...
No more killing animals, you guys! I don't want to be a part of killing animals!
Well, why don't we just take the birds and ask them to be part of our team?
And they could form some sort of all the birds fly together and they make a bigger bird.
I mean, maybe they could just all come and put their talons on the ATV and just carry us or something. Hell, I mean, that seems kind of hard. Maybe we could just do a hot air balloon. Who knows?
Yeah, anything could happen. I mean, really anything could happen. Fuck, well, we got to figure out something because I don't want my baby... I don't know if Beverly could make it through childbirth at her age. We need to get her into the Fountain of Immortality just to make sure.
Clark, we're gonna get Beverly into the fountain of immortality. You don't have to worry about that.
Well, I do. Look at her. She's 8 months pregnant already.
We're gonna have this war won in a matter of weeks.
I hope so, Brandon. I really hope so.
We are, Clark. Don't worry about it. Why don't me and Sister Marvel try to see if we can put this flame back together?
Oh, yeah, it would be so much fun. Like I used to love playing with Legos.
Yeah, but you like Legos?
I love Legos.
This is just like Legos, Clark, except a little bigger.
Well, and I mean, the pieces don't snap together. You'd have to, like, figure out how to weld everything.
I'm a master welder.
Oh, well, great. DG, you three go, and you take care of it.
Come on, kiddos. Go get all the bricks. Go collect all the bricks. I'll sit here and I'll come up with the plan or something. I don't know. Hey, you guys got any of that goat weed?
Yeah, here you go, brother.
I need dude, I'm usually a chill guy with those two, man. Woo! Oh.
Stay strong over there, brother. You know, once we get in charge of Goat Island, we'll give them their own place to go, and we'll be able to just take some deep breaths.
Right, like a little retard center or something.
I just meant like their own house.
Oh yeah, with like somebody who comes by like maybe a few times a day and just checks on them.
Yeah, like just us as friends.
Ah, yeah, okay, cool.
Clark, I'm lactating. Do you want a drink?
Oh, Beverly, you know I do. More than anything in the world, but you know what Dr. Xavier said on our last video conference. We have to start saving up all of your breast milk in case you stop making it when you give birth.
Well, get the canteen out, baby, and suck on these nipples a little bit afterwards. I'm dying.
Alright, let me get it. Alright. Okay.
Do women even lactate when they're pregnant?
No. I mean, maybe.
Oh, it's only after?
Maybe they do before. I don't know enough about the female anatomy, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
They don't teach us well, do they?
You know what the hardest part to find of a female anatomy is?
The joy.
The clitoris.
That's what they say.
Still ain't found it. Me looking for the clit. Me and the squad looking for a clit. I'm just trying to be a cringe TikTok.
I would never eat ass. I would never eat pussy. No.
You know, I wouldn't eat ass strictly for the fact that it's gay.
Even on a woman. Even if you eat a woman's ass, that's gay. That's gay.
Why would I want anything to do with an asshole? That's exit only.
It's gay. It's gay.
Exit only.
Hello and welcome to MOATAIF after an extra little improv session there. It's interesting. It's interesting to be here in April 2022, of course, when this episode's airing, knowing that, President Degeneres finally passed her Everybody Must Dance law. Disgusting stuff. Even the disabled. She is making everybody stand up from 3 to 4 p.m. when her show used to air and dance for the whole hour.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like kind of an overreach of power.
Right.
To make us do that, taking away our liberties, and it makes me just not want to dance any other time.
Right, it's like
I used to like dancing until fucking Ellen.
Right, and like Ellen's whole thing was like you're supposed to love to dance, like she tried to make that's like her whole thing, you got to dance on her show, but now she's like single-handedly ruined everybody's joy of dancing by forcing everybody to dance.
Well, I mean, at the same time, we should have known that she would treat the country like her own television show, just make us, her mindless puppets, but, she only has a couple more years, so
You're right.
Probably going to vote her out.
I would assume so. I mean, if she had run originally and actually, won the election outright, but being the third, fourth replacement president after President Biden passed away earlier this year, it's just truly, it's clearly not what anybody wanted.
Yeah, and I hear they're making an AI of Joe Biden that they're trying to bring back to life.
Oh my God.
To take over the presidency because she's doing so bad.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess AI Biden might be a little better than real Biden, I guess.
It depends on what era of Biden they train him.
Like, is it going to be the
Right.
racist Biden or is it going to be the senile Biden?
Right. Well, hopefully, like, you know, the man. I would like them to retune it to the man we met in 2012.
Oh, that version?
Because something
Charismatic
definitely-
Biden?
Yeah. Charismatic. That man.
No joke
the
style.
man that
Something
we-
did happen to that man.
Yeah, no, for sure, yeah. The man we met in 2012, I think passed away, because, like, I don't even recognize the man before us.
I mean, that was 10 years ago, but he's a lot different in 10 years. He seemed pretty with it when we saw him. He wasn't none of that slurring business. He could speak very clearly.
He wasn't constantly searching for a word. In fact, he was so with it that when I got, because like we were at the event and like Whitney Oliver had, because we had gotten a photo with him where, you know, he put me in the headlock and there was you, me, and him in the photo. But I'm like, I kind of want one with just me too. You know what I mean? Like selfishly, I'm like, I want a solo photo with the vice president. So Whitney Oliver took me back up, and she's like, Mr. Vice President, like this is one of our best volunteers, Zach. And like she like holds my phone up, and he's like, well, I remember him. I just took a photo with him like 5 minutes ago, because he fucking, I mean, he like put his arm around me and whispered in my damn ear. So like he was with it enough to like, you know, remember. I mean, of course that was like literally within 5 minutes, but still, I mean.
There's tons of people there, though. I would probably forget that.
Right. And I mean, maybe it's the pedophile in him with the, you know, he sniffed my hair, you know, so to speak, whispered in my ear, put his arm around me. But
maybe it was all the drugs they were pumping in him just to get him competent enough to go do that event.
Oh my God.
Like they did, like they say that he did with the debate.
You think like he was out in the limo and they were juicing him with steroids and other like adrenaline boosters and shit like that?
No, I don't think they did that for that. They could have done it for the debate, because any other time you hear him speak, it's like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Right, Corn Pop being the
yeah, the prime example. But I'm on, like, I wouldn't say Joe Biden hate TikTok, but I'm on funny Joe Biden moments TikTok, where he's just speaking nonsense. And so I see these clips all the time, and I'm like, what the hell is he trying to say?
Right.
It's just like, you don't see clips of him ever, I think, because he's like that constantly now.
Yeah. I don't know. And like, you know, it's hard to speak ill of the dead, of course, you know. He's been, you know, deceased for so long now. But luckily, Ellen, one thing I will say about Ellen is she was able to get gas prices down after, you know, the historic highs under President Biden.
Yep.
You don't see any stickers of Ellen pointing at the gas prices. I mean, they're still printing out those Joe ones.
God, the first time I saw one of those, I was like, that's kind of funny, I guess. And then now they're just literally everywhere, and people actually believe that Joe Biden did that.
Right.
I saw this thing where somebody took a tweet directly from Trump and then pasted it somewhere and just like faked it to make it look like Joe Biden said it. It was something about how like too many Mexicans are coming in.
Yeah.
And like how we have to secure the border, and then he just made it look like it was Joe Biden. And all these Republicans commented on it like, that doesn't even make sense, you fucking idiot. It's like, God.
But then they wouldn't even believe you if you told them the truth, though.
Right. It's a fucking sickness. This is like really merging fake reality versus real reality.
I know.
Hopefully anybody listening would be able to make heads or tails of what the fuck is going on here.
No, yeah, not in any reality, at least. But folks, I mean, it is crazy to believe it's April 2022. I almost said 2021. Like, I don't know. I guess my brain's finally accepted that it's not 2020, at least.
Yep.
So I guess that's
we're
a
there.
good thing.
2022 is hard to believe. I mean, we're even approaching 420 of 22.
I know. Can't even believe that. And we're officially in season 15 of Austin Zach 00, which is
Christ.
just unbelievable. Season 15.
It's kind of cool that like YouTube has had that longevity to be around for 15 years.
Oh yeah. It is really crazy. And I mean, in a lot of ways it's dead, but you know,
I still enjoy it.
Yeah, there's something about it that, you know, there's still content that I watch occasionally, and I don't go to it as much as I used to. just because I've accepted that a lot of the things that I used to like aren't very good anymore. I think like I know I've said this many times on the show, but I think like this time it's for real. I think I've finally broken the Good Mythical Morning stranglehold
We'll see.
on me. I really think so, because lately, I mean, it's so like when they came back with their most recent season, it's like, I think this is like the 10-year anniversary of GMM or something like that. And I don't know. It's like there was a stretch, you know, they only do 5 videos a week. And when they came back, I was like, I'm not going to watch anything that's eating food. No more food videos, period. I'm not doing it. Any version of it. Done with it. No, I don't want to watch them eat anything, period.
Well, that eliminates like half the material.
Yeah, dude, they only make 5 videos a week, which is a lot. I mean, they only make 5 videos a week. They make 5 whole episodes a week. For literally like 8 consecutive episodes, they ate food.
Damn.
And so like at that point I'm just like, well, you know, it's not good. I'm tired. It's so over. It's so done with. And a lot of the things, you know, it's also one of the things that really started to bother me was they've like gotten caught up in like doing things because like they start a trend and they're like, well, we have to do it again the next time we do it. So for example, they do international food tasting thing, and then they taste the dish and throw the dart and see if they can land wherever the dish is from.
They literally throw a dart?
Yeah. And now, because they've done it so many times, they've started this bit where like there's a camera that is above them pointing straight down that they joke is where Rhett's mom has a live stream to the studio. And so they made like one joke about that once, and now in every video they've like actually contacted the mom and gotten her to record lines and say things from this camera. Well, then after that got bored, there had to be a second camera, which is now down here, which is where Rhett's dad watches the show. So now there's like literally like minutes where Rhett is talking to pre-recorded clips of his dad and mom. And then after that happens for a few weeks, now get this, a third camera where Link's dad watches the show from, all for these little bits. And like, yeah, the first time it was kind of funny, you know, you get a chuckle. It's ridiculous at that point. It's just...
So anything that gets minor amount of fanfare, they just beat the horse.
Yes.
They've done with a lot of things.
I mean,
years worth of content for Willet. Years.
Willet Dildo is 8 years old.
8 years old?
Yes.
Oh my God, Rhett and Link, stop.
And when I made Willet Dildo, I thought that they were already beating the Willet horse, and they're still making them.
Yeah, it was made because I'm sure it was made out of, like, just making fun of them. Right.
And then, like, one day I noticed they posted a non-food video. I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. It was pretty entertaining, for what it was. I went back the next day just to see if it was going to be another non-food video. Of course not. And so what are they doing? They were doing best GMM foods, where they were just retasting food that they've already tasted on the show to then rank to see which was the best GMM food. Well, the next day, guess what they did?
The best, I don't know.
The worst GMM foods, where they tasted where they tasted more.
Make that like a week
just,
apart.
Come the fuck on. Like, it's ridiculous. It's just, and so, like, I've taken, I'm not subscribed anymore. Now I've taken to, like, now I will literally, I'm considering.
Do you listen to the podcast?
No, I haven't in a while. And I'm considering creating a secret YouTube channel just so I can go in and dislike every GMM video without getting it in my recommended or without. But see, I wish you could dislike a video without even watching it, but they don't allow you to do that.
You still give them the view of the ad revenue.
Exactly, because like I want to dislike every food video that they post, but I mean, these fucking chumps eat it up. Ha 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 ha! When Rhett's dad said something and Link's dad responded, that's not funny. Like it's. And then it gets like 700 likes. It's the top comment. Done with it.
Yeah, I miss the amateur style of YouTube. I miss just literally someone just pointing their camera at themselves, maybe a few jump cuts, but like now everything seems so overly produced and the content is so similar. Mm-hmm. Like if any YouTuber starts a trend, every YouTuber has to do it.
Exactly.
And it's just in every corner of YouTube.
Yeah. And it makes me think of like how now every video, even when it's like a 3-second sound clip, it'll say like click like, subscribe, comment down below, add to favorites. Like I just hate that. Everybody's like,
like this video if you like tuna.
Subscribe, and I'm done with it. You know what I mean? I'm done with all that. And so a lot of the times,
at least we're past the point where we're like, smash that like button if you like that video.
Yeah.
We're mostly past that.
You're right, at least in a mainstream way, but it's still a part of... It's like now it's instead of saying it, they'll just have like a little animation of a mouse clicking the subscribe button with like a little sound effect. And that's how the video starts, and it's like, I don't... Kill yourself.
Or they go on this long diatribe about how... It really helps me out if you press the notification button. So if you don't know how to do it, here's what you do. And like they'll show like a screen recording of them like going to their channel, and, like clicking the little thing, like just click here.
It's ridiculous.
Like, I'm not doing that. I'm not.
Right. It's like I'm only here to see a tutorial of how to add keyframes in Adobe Premiere. Right?
I don't know why those people are asking for subscribers.
Right.
I'm not going to subscribe to an Adobe Premiere editing channel.
Right. Yeah.
Never.
I was looking at one today, and the top comment was, I'm not even trying to do this. These videos are just so fun to watch. I'm like, that's fake. I'm like, that is a fake comment.
Yeah, who the fuck just watches that for entertainment?
That is a fake comment. These editing videos are cool.
It's annoying as fuck when you want to do it.
Yeah, exactly. It's annoying, and we all have, these annoyances in our life, I guess. Speaking of an annoyance, I have a Critter Corner update.
Annoying?
Yes. Perhaps during this whole podcast, you might have, maybe the Skype didn't pick it up, but I'm sure my mic picked it up. This cat wails non-fucking stop. Non-stop. The most vocal cat I've ever experienced in my entire life. It is insane. I mean, right now, it's not...
Give us a recreation of what she does.
Yeah, because it's not just like... I mean, she'll walk around all the time and, like, motorboat, I call it. Like, she'll just walk around and be like... while she's walking. And then...
What, really?
She meows normally. And then she'll be like... But then, out of nowhere, like, she'll just go... like, and huddling over in another part of the room and just start going... Oh! 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 Oh!
Like she's crying?
Oh, yeah. It is so annoying. Now, sometime, like, there was a time when, like, she was doing it, and then I went over and saw that she had thrown up. So I'm like, okay, like, it must be, like, she's sick or something. But no, I mean, unless she's literally in chronic pain, which, I guess, fuck, she might be.
Right.
She is... just, it's like she'll go to sleep and the first thing she does when she wakes up is just start making meows to come find us. And then once she finds us, she'll be like, okay, fine, and cuddle up and go back to sleep somewhere. So I think she's like maybe got like a fear of abandonment for sure, because like she's doing it right now just because she can't be near me. She's in the bedroom with Taylor, and instead of sleeping like I thought she would, she's just screaming at the door because she wants to be out here near me.
Is Taylor annoyed by it?
I think she's got her headphones in too. So, but yeah, I mean, for sure, we've been communicating. I keep saying like, "Shut that cat the fuck up," because like the whole time I'm just hearing it. It's frustrating.
That would get on my nerves.
Oh.
I thought that from the moment you told me she was a vocal cat, like I couldn't deal with that.
Yeah, it's bad. And so I've started doing the spray bottle method, which, is apparently controversial. If you Google it, if you Google it, it says, don't use a spray bottle because all it does is make your cat hate you. And I'm like, whatever. Like, if she has to hate me, like, I don't I have to be able to sleep. Like, she doesn't, like, let me sleep through the night because she's so loud.
Oh, that'd be so annoying.
So now it's gotten to the point where, like, I have a spray bottle over there, and when she I'll hold it off, like, because if she's just meowing, like, it's annoying, but whatever. But when she gets into those wails, like, oh, I get up and spray her, and sometimes have to, like, end up soaking her. And she'll stop. It stops it immediately. It just depends on whether she wants to keep doing it or not. Like, sometimes she'll go find another place and then do it in there, and I'm getting up and storming into the room again with my spray bottle. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, of course I want to take her into the vet again, because, I mean, since the first time we took her, she's not gone back to get a clean bill of health. But for all I mean, she's gaining weight. She's, even getting more agile. She started to jump a little bit more instead of climb, which is good. Not much, but it's, she's making progress. She eats her food. She's very smart, and she seems like she's all there. So it's like, I don't know if she genuinely is in some sort of chronic pain or something, but whatever it is, she's got to stop.
I couldn't deal with it, dude. I don't know how you've been doing it.
Not well, because like, sometimes, like, in the middle of the night with, our air conditioner's not working right now, and I'm too, whatever you want to say, to put the request in to get it fixed. So we've just been using, like, our portable air conditioner. Well, at night...
You did not request that. Come on, what are you doing?
I know. But at night, it gets hot in the bedroom, and so sometimes I'm like, okay, well, it's too, or, like, Fran's in my way when I get up to pee, and then I come back and I can't get comfortable, so I'm like, I'm going to go sleep out on the couch for a few hours. Always a terrible decision. I mean, it's comfortable, and I can fall right back asleep, but then that's when the nightmare starts, and Rose walks through the house and meows. And there was one night I was like, I think she's never going to trust me again, because, like, I put her in the laundry room where her bed is and where her food is, and I shut the door and had hoped that she would just, like, get used to it and go to sleep out there. I came out at 4 a.m, getting ready to go sleep on the couch. I turn the air conditioner on. I get all settled in. I'm, like, snuggled up on the couch, getting ready to shut my eyes and go back to sleep. Wouldn't you know it, this bitch starts screaming out of nowhere as if she hears it, like, and just wailing. I open the door. I start spraying her. I shut the door. She's screaming.
Jesus.
Yeah, like, I mean, at once. So then, like, she stops for a while. I, like, get to sleep for, like, maybe 20 minutes. And she does it again. I'm fucking stand up. I, like, storm in there, throw the door open, grab her by the nape of the neck, and I'm like, you gotta stop that shit. And I'm like, this cat's never gonna trust me again. But she does. It's like, I don't know if she's not learning, if she's just, like, doesn't correlate the meowing. But Fran correlates the meowing with anger. And now, another layer of annoyance. Anytime Rose meows, Fran starts to get anxious because she knows I'm about to get mad at Rose. So it's like this whole, like, vicious cycle.
Jesus.
Where as soon as she starts meowing, I'm like, Fran, like, just go. Sometimes I have to put Fran in the bedroom just because she's making it worse. Like, because she's just sitting there like, what's happening? The cat's meowing, the cat's meowing, the cat's meowing. I'm like, just leave me alone.
This sounds like a nightmare, dude.
Yeah. It honestly is.
So, do you think she's going to be a permanent cat?
I still do. I still do, because I love her. I've definitely grown attached to her. But I don't know. Like, I'm really hoping that if we end up getting to take her to the vet, when we get to take her to the vet, I'll put it that way.
They might find something that's wrong with her.
Well, if they find something that's wrong with her, yeah, I mean, hopefully, I say hopefully, whatever it is, I hope that we can cure it. Like, if she's in pain, like, I wanted to get it figured out so, like, she can stop it. I mean, I'm hoping otherwise that she's not in pain and she just needs to be. Part of me thinks she might be in heat because she, it gets worse at certain times of day and some weeks are worse than others. So it's like, I really don't know. And maybe the answer is to take her to the vet just to make sure she's okay. But until then, it's...
that could be too. I never thought of that she could be in heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because she's not fixed, right?
It's usually not that much to get them fixed.
And and maybe Kelly is just, because Kelly's not fixed either, but she does not act like that. She's never really been in heat that I can think of ever. And so, like, to me, you know, is Kelly asexual? I mean, is Kelly asexual and Rose is just an absolute horn dog?
What if it turned out Rose was pregnant?
Oh my God, I would be so pissed.
Oh, there's no way with how skinny she was.
I would be so pissed. Yeah, because it'd be a Destiny McEllenry situation, like a ghost impregnated her, because, like, there'd be I'd be so crazy. Yeah, and I mean, you know, part of me wonders a lot because, like I said, I mean, the vet told me to euthanize her on day 2. And so I'm like, was there something more wrong with her? And, like, she is just in chronic pain. But she doesn't act like it. Like, if she was out here, she's finally, like, rested a little bit. But if she was out here, she probably would have done it for 5 minutes and then gone to sleep, like, near me. But those 5 minutes would have been unusable because it's so annoying.
And you said it stops when you give her attention?
Yeah, or like if sometimes she'll just be like sitting there, and when she wake up and she'll start doing it, and then she sees I'm over here and she'll just come over here and stop.
Weird.
Yeah, so it's like part of me is like, is it like abandonment? Is it, you know, like that kind of thing where she just wants to be like separation anxiety? I don't know, but nothing I do is helping. Nothing I do is helping it.
You know, I always thought Bolt was a pretty vocal cat, but compared to Rose, it doesn't seem like she really is at all. Because the most Bolt does is just kind of chirp, which I call it. She's just like,
yeah. Yeah, and it's really sweet when they do it like that. Kelly's more like that, too. But Rose, I mean, literally nonstop. Literally a nonstop talker. And I mean, it's to varying levels of annoyance. Like, when she's following me to get fed, and she's just motorboating, what I call it, where she's just like, as she's walking, and then, you know, just cute little meows waiting to be fed. You know, it's nice, it's cute, but like, I don't want to get rid of her personality, you know, but that part is fucking ridiculous. You know, that part needs to be removed.
I finally got to the point with Ruby where she, like, allows me to sleep through a full night of sleep, which I'm
that's good.
Pretty thankful for.
She can hold her peas and poops.
Yeah, I mean, she's pretty good about it now. But when I first got her I don't even remember how long I've had her now, but when I first got her, man, there was a long time where I just woke up every morning at like 6 a.m. or whenever she woke up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be like 5:30.
Yeah.
But never really past 6:30, which sucked. And like, I'd have to like really try to get her to go to bed. But now she associates like turning off all the lights with like, okay, now it's sleeping time.
Right.
She doesn't like try to play, and then she'll usually sleep for 8 hours. And then it's not like immediately I have to get up right that second, put on my pants, and just go straight take her out. It's like I have time to be like, like wake up a little bit, like hit my vape or something, and just be like, okay, I guess this day's starting.
Right. Yeah, that's good. That's good that she lets you do that. I mean, yeah, Fran is pretty much on a once or twice schedule since we actually have to like walk her a lot to get her to go out here.
Well, that's good that she can do that. I probably do it like 4 or 5 times a day.
Yeah, she's got a strong bladder and asshole, I guess. I mean, but sometimes like we'll take her out like a 3rd or 4th time and she won't go. So it's like, I guess, you know, I don't know. She's a hard one to please and find a good place to shit and piss, because like she is just so
picky,
anxious, and she'll just hear any noise and be distracted. And like, so I'll be walking with her, and now I can see her asshole opening and closing, like her literally holding in her shit.
Right.
And I'm like, just
come on.
go. Like, it'll be starting to come out, and then she'll say, nope, this isn't a good spot, and suck it back in and go to another spot. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
like, it's
that
so
shit pisses
annoying.
me off.
Just shit.
I'm like, let's go out and come right back in.
Right.
Like, I don't like, if you're not gonna go out. That's what I do with Ruby sometimes. Like, if you're not gonna go out within like 3 minutes, I'm taking you back in, and you just tell me when you actually have to go.
Right.
out.
I do that too. I'll be and it's a weird, like, you know, I don't have a time limit or anything, but I'll just be standing out there, and all of a sudden I'm like, you're not going to the bathroom, we're going inside. Like, I'm just like, there's a moment where I know that I'm wasting my time. I'm like, we're just going inside, you can hold it. I'm like,
right.
And she hasn't had any accidents the whole time we've lived here. I mean, well, not the whole time we've lived here. There's a couple times that she's let out like a little rabbit's turd in bed. Those are bad nights. I mean, those are bad nights.
Yeah, Ruby did that once where she pissed on my bed but never done it since.
Yeah.
She now knows not to piss where she sleeps.
She had to mark her territory once, and now she gets it.
Yeah, I mean, that was when she was like maybe a week after I had her. She pissed on my sheets.
You know, and that reminded me, I do think there was a time where Rose was pissing behind the toilet too. Because like it's like absolutely, oh yeah. Because there was a time when, like, you know, of course, like, you know, we've talked on MOATAIF a lot about, you know, me spraying my piss, getting up to pee, and, you know, ending up pissing all over my legs and all over the floor. And so one day, you know, Taylor was like, this is disgusting. Like, you pissed all over the floor. And I looked in there, and there was, like, literally, like, a puddle of, like, yellowish brown piss. I'm like, and it was
not mine.
Rancid. I mean, it was just, smelled of cat piss. I mean, just absolutely, like, that is not my piss. So I don't, like, in my mind, I'm like, did she smell my piss on the ground and think that it's okay to
She's
piss
like,
here?
fuck this guy.
Yeah.
I gotta mark this shit now.
I don't know, but it was disgusting, you know. And of course, we had to like clean the whole bathroom after that. But yeah, it's a whole process with Rose. I mean, you know, I'm glad I saved her, but my Atlanta, she knows how to dominate. She knows how to dominate your life.
Yeah, well, I mean, that gets exhausting.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I mean, and there are plenty of times where I'm like, this is her last day. I'm like, she's going out. But I know I could never actually do something like that.
Yeah. For me, like, I've been getting to this point recently where, like, I just get so frustrated or, like, overwhelmed, like, when I don't have any, like, break or downtime. Because it's like, as soon as I get some downtime, it's like, oh, Ruby has to go out. Like, I'm the only one who's going to take her out. And like, okay, I gotta do this. And I'm just pissed because I'm like, oh my fucking God, I need a break. I'm running myself fucking ragged.
Right.
And I feel like nobody fucking understands just how fucking much I do. And I just get pissed. Like, but then I guess I just get over it. I usually do that when I don't have good sleep.
Right.
Which is the most important thing. Like, I need to have good sleep.
Sleep definitely makes a lot of things better. I mean, it's classically, like, you know, if I don't get enough sleep, I'm like, well, I guess I'm not working tomorrow. Like, it's just like,
right.
It's gonna be a terrible day.
I did that when we came back from vacation because me and Abigail we were so fucking, I was aggravated the entire ride home. Well, it started to really get on my nerves like the last 4 hours because Abigail obviously had COVID. But the entire time we're driving, it's just every like few minutes, oh, my head hurts. Oh, and I'm just like, oh, yeah, like I get it.
Yeah.
Like that's how I was feeling. Like I know, and it's just like, can you do this? Like, can you do that? I'm like literally like driving 12 hours straight home, just like still like running myself ragged. We got home and Ruby was obviously excited to be back because she's been in the car for 12 hours, pretty much sleeping the entire time. So we get back. It's like 1 a.m. I have to be at work the next day at 8, I think. And Abigail's just like, I'm going straight to bed. And then it's just like, so I had to do like all like the getting ready and like getting, you know, like turning off the lights or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like I lay in bed and like Ruby's like scratching and like trying to play and like I can't fall asleep. And Abigail's like still whining and like restless. And I'm like so fucking pissed at this point. I'm like, I have to be up in fucking 4 fucking hours. And I'm just like, I'm not going to work tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no way I can.
I've totally been
like,
there.
I still have COVID. I can't go to work.
Right. Don't blame me on that one. Especially after a long ass drive like that. I always try to like bake in an extra day when I do shit like that because I know that I'm gonna be wasted that next day.
Yeah, I usually try to too, but I didn't have that much time off.
Right.
But yeah, get some sleep. It's the best thing for you.
It is the best thing for you, and if you have a cat that absolutely just ruins it, like, well, I don't know what to tell you because I don't have any good working advice for that. Because
right, maybe you should give us some advice.
Yeah, comment down
below.
Give
Zach some advice.
Yeah, tweet me if you have some advice. Well, folks, I think that's gonna wrap up this 141st episode of MOATAIF. But before we end, there is an interesting announcement. I started a second podcast. Sort
what? Really?
Yes. Starting in season 15, Taylor and I watch a lot of content, and yes, folks, we're doing it. We're yet another TV discussion podcast.
Hell yeah, that's cool. What are you discussing?
Well, we're the first episode we discussed Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, the first 2 seasons. The idea, it's called Content Sluts. So basically the idea is that it was just whenever we feel inspired to make an episode, like I think like the next episode, once the Hulu miniseries The Dropout finishes, once that finishes, we're gonna probably talk about that because we've been watching that. Just like whole seasons at a time, not anything too serious, and just a sporadic upload whenever we feel inspired.
That's cool.
Because it's not like that, everybody and their brother has a podcast, and even more than that, everybody has a podcast where they talk about TV. But it's got half of the MOATAIF energy, so, it's bound to be some entertainment.
I mean, it's something you enjoy, too.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Got to put all this hours and hours and hours of watching content to use, So maybe I'll include like a little preview of that first episode and link it down below.
Oh, yeah.
Hello and welcome to Content Sluts. Yes, this show where 2 sluts for content sit around and discuss content because there aren't enough podcasts in the world. That's our cat Rose making her first annoying appearance within the first 20 seconds. And so at this event, this whole fight between the Richards and Brandy gets really heated to the point where they start swinging at each other, slap fighting. And then that's when Taylor steps in, the victim of domestic abuse, and she breaks it up and she says, "Stop, enough. And then like through tears is like, no one is going to lay a hand on each other in this house.
Listen, no, stop it! Enough! Okay, enough. No one is touching anyone in this house. No one is touching anyone. There will be no touching. No one is hurting anyone in this house. No one is gonna lay a finger on each other. I will not have it. I will not have that.
I mean, you can't misconstrue that.
You can't.
I mean, she was triggered by the abuse. She can't say anything at home, but she can certainly say something here. But until next time, folks, stay moat and try to keep those cats from... She's literally meowing. She's literally meowing out there. Folks, gotta go let this cat out of the room and get it some pets on the ass so it'll stop screaming. Until then, stay moat.